What up, people? What's going on, guys? How we doing? Everyone good? Kevin, what's going on, brother? Kevin, I get a notification every time you comment on something. It says, like, top commenter. Top commenter has left a comment. Watch the Keep It Simple series again. So good. I'm glad you're liking it, my dude. Good stuff. What's going on, Nick? Hope you're well. TT, what's going on? So, I've been doing a little bit of testing on the bot. The bot is starting to come to fruition now. I'll show you the first batch of trades from just the basic bot execution rule set. I'll show you them. Now, it took... How many trades did it take? I don't think it took a huge amount of trades. I think it only took like 30 or something like that. Let me see. 31 trades over the space of... I'm not even sure how many days. So you can see all on Euro USD. So bear in mind, obviously, we can change you can add the pairs in. And you can see when we move over here that we had a below 50% hit rate overall, but a 15% gain overall. So pretty decent. You can see the first trades. So 1, 2, 3, call that a loss. 4, the first like 5 trades were non-successful. Any really small amounts you see are news protected trades, or if you see another entry given, they've protected, for example. And then we have our first TP. Then all the ones that say 0 are trades that were cancelled out because the entry criteria wasn't met. But again, you can see, quite a lot of losses in there, but the end result is the main thing. That's the main thing. So it's pretty good so far. And again, this is your 10k account, initial deposit 10k, and we ended up at 11,500. So pretty good. Pretty good. That's the first sort of test that I've done on it. So our bias has changed now. Euro. We've got a gap here, so we're looking for that long move. Now we have spent a little bit of time this morning applying hourly as the liquid point and 5-minute as the point of reference. It's actually been working really, really nicely. We've only been applying it theoretically. So, that in itself is important. Also took a loss on this one yesterday. Remember we were in that during the stream. And then we had some news come along, blasted through. So be it. take a loss. That's how it is. We also have a shift in bias for this now as well, which is bullish. So you can see that right there, the change of bias. So this investment closed out near on 11% profit this morning. Pretty impressive. So U-Chef as well, yesterday, absolutely snaked me. After we took this high, so we came back in. After we took this high, and we left on my broker, there was a little gap here. I went, right, I'm going to go BE. You know, we're getting on this sort of 6 p.m. Well, I said that to myself. Came down, took out the stop at BE, and then shifted high. I was like, yeah, course you did. Course you did. So again, still a bullish gap here on EuroJ. Did someone type something in the chat then? Well, I saw something pop up and disappear. I've got a little bit of a sniffly nose today, guys, so apologies if you can hear me sniffling and snuffling. Okay, so we can see that we're bullish here daily. Took out a fair amount of lows in here. So same principle applies. See how these are also hourly points? There's also hourly points stuck behind here. Hourly points too. So go down to the 5 minute. That's what I'm showing you guys here. So the principle would be you look for that shift, right? Same as we always do. You look for that shift. See the way that we took it here? We had that shift. Price didn't tap in, but it ran. Then it came back. You wouldn't enter on the point it coming back. You'd enter as it runs. And that'll be that. The bias is still bullish. So we can mark this as 1 hour. Remember, guys, we appreciate it massively if you just hit that like button. Share the content. Share the stream. Drop us a little comment. Especially on the Keep It Simple series. I know a lot of you guys have really enjoyed it. So a little comment on those videos really helps a lot. Pushes us up in the algorithm. Helps people get... how would I say? People contact our content, if you were. People see our content more, which is, exposure. That's it. It's good for exposure. Oh, I've definitely got some hay fever or something. 100%. 100%. So we can look down here and see what we got on the 5. Okay, so there is potential if we leave this gap open. remove from here. Let's check the news before we get involved with anything though, because the only time you need to actually be worried about news is when you're starting to look. So we do have CAD news in 9 minutes, and then we have US news in 24 minutes and 40 minutes. We're going to issue a little bit of caution on that. I'm not sure what this music is that's playing right now. So has everyone had a great week? I hope so. I hope everyone's had a good week. Excuse me. Safa, my man, what's going on? How we doing? Hopefully well, brother. Kevin, I've just seen your I've just seen your comment on the Keep It Simple series saying that you rewatched it. So massive love for that. Appreciate that. Right, so we're looking for a bullish move here. Euro has expanded heavily, taken the highs, so we're looking for it to drop back down now a little bit. So we have the hourly low marked. Go to the 4 hour, you can see it's the same low. And you have another low underneath. Then when it comes to daily, we took the daily high here, and the next one is the previous low targets. So that's a slightly different criteria now. It's not the same principle. Of course, I'm not always in the stream. Dude, you don't have to apologize for not being in the stream all the time. Everyone's got their own thing to do, my dude. So it's really not a big deal. You know, it really does not matter. As long as you enjoy the content, that's the main thing. Whether it's live stream content, whether it's pre-recorded content, you know, Discord content, it doesn't matter, my dude. Okay, so we're bullish, so we're only looking at the lows here, okay? This is also bullish. Right, apologies, guys. Just my phone was ringing. I got up to answer it and it stopped. I don't know whose number it was. So, as it stands right now, we don't have a huge amount going on. We've got, again, the same principle here. We're still bullish on gold. We took out some lows in here, hourly lows. We go back to the 5. You'll see the same principle here. Running it on the 5, you see that gap open up. So you're seeing the money out, money in. Yeah, so if we was to tap back into there, that would be the move you'd be picking up on. We're not looking to hold a trade limit and wait for this to come all the way back down, because at that point we're doing a different movement. There's a different schematic at play. So we're looking for a tap in, like a quick tap in. Remember, you can use any time frame you want. It doesn't have to be the time frames I show you. It can be literally any time frames. Again, nothing crazy on here right now. Let's go GU. Same with GU here. Look out the high. Remember, we're bearish on this one rather than being bullish because we left the gap. Here, we've not made any bullish gaps. So we're keeping that bias. We're keeping that bias. So you know that we've got the high up here. Hourly. Same principle. We're just going to hold that out here. Just a real nice institutional high right here. I use daily, hourly, 15. Yeah, nice. That's generally that's my go-to, you know. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a few of you in the chat and in the Discord that use the super simplistic version that I showed in the actual Keep It Simple series, which is great. That's the principle the bot's going to be working around. And like we showed you guys earlier, where it is, here. Go. We showed you this earlier. You can see there are more reds here than there are greens. But the relevance is always going to be, does your risk reward outweigh one to the other, right? And again, you can go back. Well, you don't have to go back, but these are from 2022. So we're talking 2 years ago. We're not talking most recent price action. 2 years ago. So the principle still stands. It doesn't change. It still holds the same relevance. So you always have to keep that in mind. And this is what I was saying before. If you've got total profit being 1,500 from a 10k account, wherever it is here, this is only over the space of, I believe, 3 months or 2 and a bit months. Yeah, so starting from the 4th all the way through to the 7th. So you're talking 3 and a bit months. If you apply this, so times this by 5, let's say, and you apply it to Euro, GU, GJ, Gold, whatever pairs you want to apply it to, you're going to scale this up by whatever multiple you add, whatever pair multiple you add. So it works great on both sides, you know. And if you want to join the shortlist for that bot that is in the making right now and it'll be released before 2025, or I'm going to say before 2025. We don't have a deadline for it, but before 2025, you can do that using the shortlist link that is in the Discord, or you can wait for it to pop up in chat. There should be one popping up in chat. Right now it hasn't, so I don't know what's going on with that, but there normally is one that pops up in chat. So right here, that's our daily gap high. Set an alert on this, and we're going to change it to GBP or GJ bearish gap close. What? Wait, what was that other one? Oh, bearish gap. No, bullish gap? Bullish gap on U-Chef. Oh, okay, right. Got it. That's fine. We're not too bothered about this right now. We've changed bias on this, so we can actually get rid of that. ACAD. Did this ever come to fruition or anything? Oh, so remember yesterday we had... Oh, I don't remember her name. We had a viewer in here, and she was asking for ACAD. And we looked at ACAD and we said, this is where you should be targeting, and this is where you should be looking to enter. Right now, we've only hit the target, which has now changed to that. But we should be looking for price to run into these highs before we start selling off into the lows. So we have an alert set there, so we'll see. AU is in the same position. Oh, it's hearts. I was wondering... Guys, I was wondering what the hell that was. I just keep seeing these red things popping up in the bottom of my Streamlabs. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate it. Is that what they are? They like? I don't even know what half the features are on these streaming softwares. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of that too. We'll go over to U-Chef though, and we'll take a look. Look at that though, for principle, like I was showing you before. We run these lows, we aim for the highs. It literally took all of them out, ran straight for the highs. And again, that's using the core concept and principle that we teach in the Keep It Simple series. Okay, we don't have any major points to reference off right now. What were we looking at earlier? Was it Euro N? Euro N? No. DJ? Euro, yeah, that's it. Saying that there could be a space here, but price closed that gap, so doesn't hold the value for us. Also, oil, absolutely pumping right now. And Andre, one of our pretty consistent Discord members, got in on a long using the Keep It Simple series. I think we're going to call it some sort of abbreviation. I don't want to call it KIS, you know. Might as well just call it KISS at that point. I just need to grab a tissue, guys, so I can blow my nose. I'll be back in a second. Right, back. Yes, that's funny, yeah? That's exactly why we're not calling it that. No way, Jose. G. Lion. GU. Pumping. DJ also pumping. What is that? Oh, that's the daily gap, right? We'll put that there. I believe if we do this, yeah, that's it. No, it doesn't look as messy. Okay, so on the hourly, we don't really have anything major to watch. Taking out highs. Higher. Here, 4 hour as well. Same principle. It's here. So I'm thinking. We need to come up with an abbreviation for it. Excuse me. Remember, guys, if you're not a subscriber already, hit that subscribe button. Massively appreciate it. Okay. Where are we right now? Oof, that is a filthy push higher to then pull back. That is absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking right there. Right, so any requests or anything? There we go. There's a link for the EA bot right there. I'm gonna make a channel very soon for the EA bot. My lord, look at the way that's spiking around. Okay, so right here. That is the same point here. Go low. Remember, we're always looking for this. What is the larger picture saying? In up, for example. Okay. Then what is the picture within that telling us? So what are they doing right now? Remember, they're going to be doing something along the lines of this. And it's our point to look at this area, which ultimately is going to lead us down to this. And we're spotting the gaps for money out, the money in. And it tells us that by probability, we're most likely going to end up following this, which can lead us into this, which can ultimately lead us into this. Yeah? It's all the same thing, except you're spreading your principle and analysis across a time frame, which gives you higher probability of following the institutional order flow, right? And like I've said before, there are 1,000,001 trading systems out there. None of them are the holy grail. None of them are the holy grail. They all vary in simplicity. They all vary in difficulty to learn. They all vary in hit rate. They all vary in return. They all vary in time consumption. They're all different. But if looking at the chart with zero discretion and ultimately being able to analyze top to bottom in less than 5 minutes is for you, then this is the system you should be using, because it is applied with nothing more than simplicity. Hence why the series is called Keep It Simple, because you can't get any more simple than this without it being a basic flip a coin and follow what it says. Now, that principle also works because I've seen on Instagram a guy that uses a chicken to trade. Okay, so we're coming down towards the low here, Euro. Euro G as well. Okay, so CAD news is in. We've got 3 minutes till the S&P Global for the USD. Now, remember what we showed you yesterday? Major low here that we've marked. Down to the 15. Look what we have. No gap, no gap, no gap, no gap until right here. Which is right on top where the market comes down. And then it closes here. So the entry was given. But for me, it was outside my trading hours. If you're willing to take a trade at market close, you would be in around this level with your stop here. You'd be aiming for way up into the upside. And again, why is it that we know this? Well, we know this because of the basis that we're expecting it to go bullish. But looking on this time frame, if we don't get up to here, which I believe we will, if we don't get up to here, then our bias is going to change and we're going to start targeting these lows. Yeah? Just like we did here. See the way we pushed up? We didn't close above. Bearish bias comes in and price tumbles down. So I believe we're going up into these highs now. So what we just saw an alert on, was it Euro N? Euro N, yeah. Okay, what is this? This is an hourly and a 4 hour. Yeah. So 5 minute can shift and the 15-minute can shift. So like I said earlier, guys, the NESAB trading bot closed out pretty much 11% this morning, not including the additional profit that they'd already secured earlier in the month. So first day of November, they're closing out their quota. Crazy. Crazy. And I can promise you now, this is a promise from me, guarantee almost, that when we release our bot, it is going to be an absolute beast. It is going to be a beast. So keep your ears and your eyes out for that one. Let's just see what we get on this. We can do this actually. We'll put this as Euro NZD. So we can just watch it, right? We can do it on like the 5 minute. We can just go weep. So it lets us watch it. And then we can go to here and we can change this to whatever pair we want. Does this have... Yeah. Cool. So instead of having to flick back and forth or set an alert, you can just watch it. Remember news coming up. 30 minutes. S&P came out good, so actually pretty good news there. Let me pull up the 1 second. Where are we? Yeah. I'm just looking right now on Financial Juice. This website is pretty good. It gives you live updates and it will even feed in information that you won't know about. So it's real good if you want to stay up to date with stuff like this. But you wouldn't know anything about, well, you might know, but you wouldn't know about it right there. Like you could see a movement in the market and go, what is that? And then you realize that the interest futures price firm a chance of 25 basis points. It's very useful. And it also shows you as well, the news comes in. It normally shows you, there you go. It shows you the point that the news came in and then you can see the effect of it. So it's really useful like that. You obviously have advertising and stuff, but there's no need to pay for it because unless you want the odd one or two to not be adverts, it really don't make no sense. They also have a feature which is pretty cool, which I don't know if you guys are aware of, but you can have like voice. So you could, for example, do Euro and play this, and any news comes in, it says it to you as a voice. Really good. Really, really useful. So yeah, that was a BE on that one yesterday. Back to the hourly. Look out a low here on the hourly. 5 minute. Okay. Potential gap here, but we're not looking like we're going to stay open. Remember, guys, let me know if you want me to look at something. Let me know if you are looking at a trade, what kind of trade you're looking at. Let us know what you think of the Keep It Simple series. If you're not already a member of the Discord, you know where that link is, baby. And where are we? We are still a sniff away, literally a sniff away from hitting the 500 follower mark on TradingView. We're so close. So if you're not already a follower, check the link down below and you can then see the updates I give for every week or weekend, if you were. I do a markup of these major pairs, and if we play this forwards, you'll see here, beautiful, right? Plays beautifully to what I was saying it could do. Playing off the trajectory line, price action plays off of the supply, fails to break down below the low, and continues back up. Gold, straight off of that point, running the high. Simple and easy. You can't go wrong with marking up pricing. Easy. Find your entries based off of a simple analysis, and then keep it simple, right? Ironic. Keep it simple across every time frame and basis until you actually have to enter. Then you can add a little bit more technical, difficulty to it. You don't even need to do it. Add the technical difficulty. It's gonna be, price is gonna deliver the position it wants to deliver. If you get into it, sweet. If you don't, then you don't. And like I said before, guys, with the bot, right? This bot that we've tested, this bot right here, what am I doing? This is operating off of 2 points of action, right? 2 points of action. And it's doing 15% across the space of 3 months. One pair. So it's as simple as it gets. You don't get any more simple than that. And this is another thing that a lot of people might be, well, I personally believe why a lot of streamers that trade on the lower time frames, like on Kick or on Twitch and things like that, they get a lot more viewers because it's a lot more high frequency. Whereas where we trade on a slightly higher time frame, the frequency is a lot lower, so there's a lot less to show on a given day. That's how it should be, right? Because in reality, when I'm not streaming and I'm not making content, I'm not doing a reel, I'm not, looking after my son or doing whatever, I have time on my hands. So I think what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to run a parallel test on a different pair. So I'm going to run the bot function on a different pair, and we're going to do it from the same date, same start date to same end date. And we'll see how they stack up together. Then we can add those together for a collective idea of profit or loss. You never don't know if you're going to win or lose until you do it. That's selling. You guys like that background? It's the fractal PSS background. The reason it does that, by the way, guys, is if I hover over a window, because this is monitor 2 out of 3, it will enlarge on one and give background on the other. And the stream is slightly off center, by the way. The wallpaper is perfectly central. I wouldn't be able to deal with. I'm gonna close this down. We don't need that anymore. I thought it might pop out, quickly, but apparently not. You Chef giving us a huge push. AU running some highs in here, the 1 hour highs. So right now, no spaces. No spaces. Only bullish, right? $15, same thing. Actually, no, 15-minute there is a... But we're not applying hourly liquid to 15-minute shifts. That's not how it's working. You can apply it to 4 hour. From here, apply the 4 hour to the 15-minute. Sell it down to the low. The 15-minute is a little bit lower than entry. Entry based off of 15-minute would be here. So, Euro N, from this trade movement, we have the same thing, right? Lower down in here, if we come down to the 5-minute, you'll see the 5-minute entry here doesn't trigger. But the entry itself is greater. It's a better entry. So this is what I'm saying. It's the same principle. You trade on lower time frame. The probability of hit rate becomes lower because you're going to miss trades, and some trades are going to wick you out. Some trades are going to give you your entry and run. But the higher time frame, it's going to happen over a longer period of time. But now we're running this low now, so we may be seeing the same setup as this. We ran the lows, entry long, beautiful. Remember, we gave this out in our Discord, in the free setup channel. Lost yesterday on that one. Hey, let's actually have a look at that, right? Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, so 1 hour high. Let's see if we had a 5-minute. Hang on a minute. Is it 1 hour high? Yeah, so here, your 5-minute would have been like that. So it gives you the same scenario, just still a loss. Like I said before, we're not too worried about showcasing losses, the true nature of the way the market moves. Got an alert on that? No. Get an alert on that then. So the manufacturing PMI is in. So guys, remember, if you haven't already, head over to the Keep It Simple series and give it a watch. The feedback we've had from that series has been insane. And again, you can look in the Discord and see the members using it. A euro right here. Swept the high on the 15-minute. That would be the area you'd expect price to sell. But we're bullish on this now. Andre, what's going on, brother? How we doing? Andre being one of the guys that's consistently using this system on oil. Amazing work, by the way, my friend. Amazing work. Well, there also, guys, while I'm thinking about it, Andre sent me a message this morning. There is an imposter going around trying to add community members, pretending to be me. I will never reach out to you and say to you, look, how's your trading going? Invest in this. Like, that's just not how it works. So if anyone reaches out to you and tries to like ask you weird questions or anything like that, just avoid. Main thing to do is just look in the server, on the Discord server, obviously. Find me in the PSS team on the right hand side, or find posts that I've posted, then click message, and if that message section is blank, then it's not me, you know? Don't fall for it. As soon as we gain a little bit of traction, the scammers jump on it like flies around shit. So really do be careful, because I know there are some people that they will scam you if you aren't, you know, if you don't have your wits around you. Okay, so another wick and rejection from that. Is Euro J... Wow. Well, we missed that one, guys, didn't we? Holy smokes. So remember, we were looking at this hourly low. I thought we had an alert on that. Clearly not. We looking at the hourly low, and I said the 5-minute is the place to look. We had no gap, no gap, no gap. Then we made the gap. Stop goes below the low. Price literally taps in, is running. So that's a miss. That's a miss. But again, for anyone that's joined this stream before, anyone that knows me, I'm not shy to tell you that I've missed a trade or I've lost a trade. You know, I'll showcase the wins, but it's one of the things, it's the reality of trading. Right, quick toilet break and I'll be right back with you guys. Howdy, howdy, time to get rowdy. Okay, so you know what I want to do, guys? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of doing a little bit of a recolor on the chart here. Just a slight recolor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save best. I don't know what that is. Grey blue. Is that? I don't know if that's the same thing. Grey blue dot. Okay. Let's just see what other chart templates I have here. Grey gold. Yeah, no, I don't like that anymore. White clean. That's bullshit. That's the same thing. Best. That's what, yeah, that's already on there. Double grey. Nah. Grey blue. That's literally the same. And grey blue, and that's literally the same as well. Okay, so let's do some tweaking. So I'm thinking something along the lines of, so I'm thinking like body to be a lot lighter on the eyes. Like along the lines of that. Maybe we'll drop it down to maybe a slightly lighter blue. I'm thinking that's quite cool. That looks quite cool. Okay, and then we'll go on to the, I don't know why I just done that. Then we'll go on to the other body. Not gonna lie, kind of think that's quite fire, to be honest. Light grey, light blue. Yeah, let's save that. Let's save that. Save as. Save it as outline. It's mainly outlines, right? Cool. We'll rock with that for a bit and we'll see. We'll see how we get on with it. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Let me know what your thoughts are on that, guys. Obviously, to be honest, if you turn around and say you hate it, I'm not going to change it anyway. I'm just interested to know what you guys think. I'm interested to see if this gives a 5-minute down here. Not straight away. Pretty good. I think we're going to have to reduce these down slightly, aren't we? Right, okay. Cool. And we'll bring this down just a couple of shades. I'm liking it. Sweet. Yeah, cool. So same thing. We're just looking for this gap to close. Cool. Right, so main thing to look at right now. We're looking for a push down to then buy up. We're looking for a push down to buy up. we're looking for a push down to buy up. So let's change these to green. Okay, so just we can look at a glance. That's red. I already know that's red. This is the same thing. We're looking bullish. We're looking bullish on here too. UCHF, we're also looking bullish. It's already ran. UJ, we're also bullish. AU, we're bearish on that, I believe. Yes. Euro A, bullish. That's 100, bullish. Oil, bullish. So we're pretty bullish across the bias here. Same here. So pretty uniform. Bullish, 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 push, 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 bearish, push. Okay. That is such a kick in the coochie that we didn't get involved in that. That is a kick in the cooch right there. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna put another on. How long we got left in this? 43 minutes. We'll wait a little bit before we put any alerts on that. Oh, my car key's sticking in my leg. 1 second. Nice little gap there. We've got an alert on this? No. Let's get one then. So 4-hour low. As well as it being a 1-hour low. Well, multiple 1-hour lows. What was we looking at on it? Oh, the 15. Yeah. But again, it's a gap like this. Remember what we said before? A gap like this could easily change depending on what brokerage you use. Like here, right? There isn't a gap. So it's always worth double checking if it is an entry you're going to take. Obviously, we're just showcasing. We're not taking that. We just showed you. Go to 5 minute. This is the first point within the 5 minute that you actually have a shift. So I just ordered myself a Christmas gift. Little retro gaming console. What an absolute slammer. So the same principle can be applied to counter moves, but you don't expect them to run to the hourly or the higher time frame points of principle, because that's where what I showed you guys earlier, the bigger picture, say it's up, then you have the picture within that, which would be your mid time frame. You say that you're looking to locate when this larger movement is coming in. So you find the point that they're traveling down, then you find the point they're traveling up. Yeah. You use that as a reference. When you hit there, you look to see if you can locate the exact point they get in, and then that's where you trade from. You're using that to reference, catch this, which aligns with this, which aligns with this, meaning that you can then, from this point, aim for this target and this target. Yeah, you can aim for those points. But if you don't have, so let's just say you have the larger picture is bullish, and then you have a point, for example, that's like a high, and you take that high, you can't then trade in this direction and expect it to get here. What you do is you'd reference something on this time frame and trade it to that point, and then at that point you'd look for the bullish continuation, which would lead you into that lower time frame confirmation to then follow it to the higher time frame. So again, that's all explained in the Keep It Simple series. We are gonna look to do, what do you guys think? Do you guys want like an all-in-one longer version of the Keep It Simple series? It's just one long video discussing the concept as a whole and some principles behind it. If you guys want it, then I guess let me know the answer to that. If not, then we won't bother. Okay. What is that line right there? This is the bearish gap, right? Yes, see the way that that's been closed? Pretty much, I would say that that's closed. Closed right there. So we'll just delete that. Okay, what's the time? 2:19. Okie dokie. Waiting right now. Just waiting, being patient. Waiting. Excuse me. Remember the principle, what we've got here. Money out. We're waiting for money in. Yeah? Once we get that, we can look to trade in this direction. Parameters are given based off of where your candle highs and lows sit. And again, I don't need to explain this to you guys because you guys know. You've all watched the Keep It Simple series. More videos on the Keep It Simple process can only be a good thing. I've entered in a laddering format on the 1 hour. Works well for me. That's great. That makes sense. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Yeah. So find the order block, put the limit order all the way. Yeah. through the order blocks, get a few entries. Yeah, 100%. And I completely understand that. What you're referring to there is you're talking about waiting for your shift, so your higher time frame picture. Then you're just waiting for the shift to come from money out to money in. Then you're going to enter here to go long. And then wait for the money out to money in. Then you're going to enter here and go long. And you can accumulate some huge positions over a space of a trend. That's awesome. Good stuff. The ACAD. Okay. EuroCAD. We change our bias on this? Did the bias change? Oh yeah, the bias changed right there. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I bet I would put money on it. There's an entry here. Okay, so the 15-minute didn't trigger in. Didn't trigger in, but it gave an entry. Let's go to the 5. That didn't enter in either, but it gave an entry. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. We're not too bothered about EuroCAD anyway. Red's not great on it. It's just not a great pair. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to knock it actually. It's a good pair, just not for when we're looking at it. It's something that we have other pairs that are preferable. Jesus. Okay, so I'm going to go into floor 1 in the Discord. We're going to be heading over there in around 10 minutes. Floor 1 is a completely free trading floor, so if you want to join us, then you can. Now, there is something that I'm noticing on the Keep It Simple series, and that is that part 1, part 2, and part 3 have 3 times less views than part 4 and 5. Now, I understand that 4 and 5 is where the concepts start to really get serious, but the principles that are taught in 1, 2, and 3 are key to being fully understanding of the principles in part 4 and 5. So if you are going to go and watch it and you haven't watched it already, make sure that you do watch part 1, 2, and 3. Notice how part 1, 2, and 3 are all relatively short. You have 2 8-minute 50 videos that somehow managed to get it to the second the same. And then we have an exactly 13-minute video. And then we have both of the last parts that are 19 minutes each. So it's in perspective. You can see that the ones that are holding more content because they're longer, but the shorter ones are the key foundation. So don't skimp out on watching those ones. Make sure you watch them. The euro pushing down really nicely. That's great. We didn't see any reaction here. Euro G still pushing down as well. That's also great. Remember what we were saying here on AU? So now this is the first 5 minute point that actually gave a bearish gap. Big sell off here on oil. Big sell off. Absolutely monstrous. Okay, so we have New York open in 3 minutes. I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm back. I just had to go and grab some tissue. My nose is really like, I don't know, just dripping constantly. Allergies. Allergic to what? I don't know. Oh my gosh. I do apologise, guys. Okay, some final points. If you are just tuning in right now, then make sure you go back and check out some of the setups that we're looking at for this afternoon. Also, oh, we ran this on gold? Ah, we did. Hey, look at that. Hourly low. Go to 5 minutes, just floating in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, what I was going to say is go back and check some of the setups that we're looking at for the rest of the day. If you haven't already seen the results for the first wave of testing for the bot executions, I will show you that one more time here. This is our automated trading bot that we are working with right now. You can see the deposit. You can see obviously date 2022, so this is like previous price action. You can see all of the trades taken. And again, if we were going to fake something like this, would we give ourselves this many losses? No. 15% profit over the space of 3 months on one pair, Euro USD, which obviously is notoriously hard to trade for automated bots. Again, if you want to join the shortlist for that bot, you can with the link in the chat, and of course with the description. Not the description, in the announcement channel in the Discord. So if you're not already in the Discord, links in the description. Keep It Simple series is out, and I recommend you guys go and watching it. Appreciate all the love in the live stream. We're going over to the free public floor now, so if you are a Discord member, you can join us there. And we will see you all on Monday. Remember, it is Friday, it's the first day of the month, so there may be some slightly choppy price action movements in the market. But generally, as long as you stick to your risk and you follow the protocol that you always do, you will be safe, you'll be fine. So just be realistic with it, guys, and yeah, have a great rest of your day. If I don't see you in the Discord, I will see you all on Monday for our Outlook and our first live stream of the week. Peace and love, guys. Have an amazing weekend. Remember to relax, spend it with your family. The most valuable currency in the world is time, so don't waste yours. Peace and love, guys. See you in the next one.